Hello guys and welcome. So today we're going to be going through the Division patch notes 1.0.2. So hello. Now I've been having really a lot of fun in the Division. It surprised me how much. In fact, initially I didn't even want to play it, but absolutely love it, like I'm sure millions of you do. So I want to quickly run through these patch notes, give my opinion, give my thoughts, and hopefully it'll just save you reading them as well. But I will put in the description the link to these patch notes as well, which is already implemented on the live servers. So it says the Division patch notes 1.0.2. Here's a list of changes implemented during the server maintenance on March 22nd, 2016. I feel that the game has already launched very successfully, and a lot of these updates are based on player feedback and just things that they've seen and stuff like that. So gameplay, named enemies will now drop better loot in challenge mode than in hard mode. Okay, that's a no-brainer, it should do because it's a harder fight. Added a cooldown period for the static turret stun attack in order to avoid a stun lock in PvP and PvE game modes. Good. Yeah, we don't like stun locking, it's not WoW, you know, we don't have rogues, you know. Occasional stuns, yeah, but stun locking is no good. Named NPCs will no longer respawn after being killed in the open world. This will prevent situations where players were able to kill the same named NPC over and over again. Now, what this is referring to, I actually saw some people were making exploit videos and stuff like that. Is they were basically finding named NPCs around the world, which were right next to, say, a base, for example. And they would go out, kill the NPC, get its loot, get the Phoenix credits or whatever, but then let all of the minions, all of the helpers kill you. And then what that would let you then do is respawn back at the base, because you're right next to it, and then the named boss would respawn. So that's a direct fix to this. So simply, once a named NPC is killed, it won't respawn. End of story. Okay, so that basically is to prevent that exploit. And then modifications to the weapon talent train. It can now only be rolled on shotgun, marksman rifle, and pistols. Okay? Its bonus has been reduced from 1% to 5% to a constant 0.1%. Okay, fair enough. For Midas SMGs, trained talent has been replaced with responsive talent, which increases damage when getting closer to the target. This applies to existing weapons as well as newly acquired ones. Okay, good. So it's nice when they implement changes to weapons, and they do already put it on ones which have already dropped. So for all SMGs and LMGs and assault rifles, it will be replaced with another randomly picked weapon talent. This applies to an existing weapons as well as newly acquired ones. Fair enough. So what you can always do is you can always go back to the weapon modifier and you can just re-roll the stats if you're not happy with the new ones. Okay, so fixed a speedrun exploit for the rooftop comm relay mission. Okay, fixing exploits, good for that. Fixed an issue where weapons dealt no damage if the reload animation was interrupted by an agent's skill. Okay, fixed an issue where players became stuck in an emote animation if activated via chat while auto running. Fixed a bug where skill power would be increased permanently while using death by proxy talent. Fixed a bug where experience was not being awarded for completing all side missions in Midtown East Safe House. Good, because I haven't actually done all those yet, so it's nice that they fixed it. Fixed instances where the Seeker mine with air burst or multi-mine mod would detonate too soon, miss targets, or cause no damage. Cool. Right, next. Fix a bug where grenades would sometimes not display the blast radius warning before detonating. Ooh. Well, I've never seen that happen to me personally on PC, but, you know, if they fixed it, great. Fixed an issue where some NPCs in low cover would not react to being shot by the player. Yeah, I have noticed there are some situations, it almost feels like exploiting, where you can basically just pick a sweet spot and just kill NPCs over and over again as it keeps shooting them and they just don't care. So it's nice to fix that. Fixed issues where emotes would cause a player model to behave oddly, missing guns, players stuck in emote animations, etc. Cool. Fixed a bug where weapon mods and weapon skills would not show up to other players in the game mode. Now that is something I have seen myself, where you just can't see modifications or just something that they've done to their weapon. So it's nice that they fixed that. They've managed to sort it out. Let's see, fixed an issue where DPS would not be calculated properly when purchasing a new weapon mod. Okay, because obviously people care very much about the DPS. So I don't think this actually affected the DPS when you actually fired your weapon. It was just the calculation. I think that was the issue. So Dark Zone can now heal other neutral players in the Dark Zone. Sorry, players can now heal other neutral players in the Dark Zone by using First Aid and Support Station skills. Players are now able to fast travel to Dark Zone checkpoints, but only when coming from outside the Dark Zone. Okay? So you can't just say teleport into the middle of the Dark Zone, for example. The Dark Zone disconnect timer has been increased to 30 seconds, meaning that players will remain in the game world longer when logging out while in the Dark Zone. This applies while not in combat. Items extracted from the Dark Zone are now properly marked as new items when moved to a player's inventory. Cool. Players killed in the Dark Zone now drop ammo, medkits, and grenades. Nice. So this loot is generated and not taken from dying players' inventory. Well, even better. You know, it's like you wouldn't want to lose your medkits for dying. Players killed in the Dark Zone will lose less Dark Zone funds and experience. Rogue and non-rogue. Well, good. So it's just more fun, basically, less penalty for dying. Because I'm assuming you will die a lot when it's your first time stepping in there. Dark Zone funds and experience rewards for surviving rogue status have been improved. Dark Zone funds and experience rewards for killing rogue agents have been improved. And then please note that due to this fix causing client stability issues, had to remove it from this update until it's addressed the next one. Okay, let's just read it anyway. For features have been increased. Okay, so they want to increase Phoenix credit drops, but just not yet. For whatever reason, they can't do it yet, but they will. Increased drop rate of high-end items from level 31, level 2 named NPCs in the Dark Zone. Increased drop rate of high division tech material from 32 named NPCs in the Dark Zone. Improved Dark Zone chest items quality. So rank 30 chests will now drop superior purple items instead of blue. And key chests now have a chance to drop gold items. Nice, more rewards, we can deal with that. So Dark Zone funds drop rates and quantity on NPCs have been reduced. Fixed a bug where the wildfire and fear tactic talents were affecting neutral players in the Dark Zone. Fixed instances where players would receive a Delta error message when entering the Dark Zone. Fixed a bug where sometimes players could not loot anything after returning to the game following a network disconnection. And as you guys know who've been playing a lot like me, you know, network disconnections have been happening, but Ubisoft is on it, you know. I trust Ubisoft to sort it out. They will learn the lessons of server management in a highly popular game. Fixed stage 1 rogue timers not displaying correctly when rogue players receive damage from another player. Cool. Graphics. Fixed a few lights that did not cast global illumination. Never saw that myself, but if they fix it, they're great. UI. Added more information for daily missions on the map. Tutorials have received some UI polish. Matchmaking menu now displays the mission difficulty rating more prominently. A mini-map mission marker has been optimized to be less confusing to players. Fixed a bug where some of the attributes for high-end equipment were cut off in the recalibration menu. Fixed a bug where the matchmaking menu for a mission would not display correctly or kept disconnecting. Fixed missing item icons in the reward claims vendor inventory. Fixed incorrect side missions from being displayed in the map Legion. Cool. So you see all quality of life, all bug fixes. Great. Audio. Fixed a bug where the helicopter crash sound effect would be missing from the Brooklyn End cinematic. Fixed a bug where the Zapper turret mod had no sound. Fixed a bug where the audio from entering a contaminated area would be cut off. Fixed a bug where the audio would not play when scrolling through vanity items. Of course. Localization. Fixed Ubisoft Club reward descriptions in Korean and traditional Chinese. Okay, in-game localization bug fixes, great. Okay, PC. So Tobii eye tracking bug fixes and improvements. On launch, the PC client now monitors PC graphics settings and applies the best settings for the user configuration. This is unless the user has custom settings. Fixed an issue where the map was sometimes difficult to navigate with a mouse. Fixed issues with Hungarian, Korean and Russian localizations. fixed an issue that prevented matchmaking while on the map, removed the store button from the character collection screen on PC versions of the game. Players can find the store page in the Ubisoft Club app directly. Fixed increment number on day one patch numbers, was 1.0, now correctly 1.01. Xbox One. Fixed the bug where players could not reconnect to servers after suspending the game on Xbox One. Fixed the bug where Xbox One where unblocking a player would not be reflected in-game until title reboot. PlayStation 4. Added an option to disable PlayStation 4 controller speaker, improved textures and models, streaming speed, fixed an issue where eyesight volume could get too loud when playing with headsets. So yeah, so that's basically the patch 1.01 notes for The Division. The Division is a absolutely fantastic game, guys. Even if you're not really into shooters, like for the longest time I haven't been playing them. Absolutely love The Division. It's really fun. It feels very RPG type, you know what I mean? It's really, really cool. I really like it. And the thing is for me as well is that the atmosphere, you know, being able to run around Manhattan, you know, what is a really good render of Manhattan, just like, you know, really try and take down the streets, you know, that sort of, and it's realistic as well, you know. It's like there's so many comparisons you could have to any sort of zombie game or whatever. There's no zombies in The Division. Well, we'll see one day if there will be. Who knows? People keep requesting it, but yeah. So anyway, guys, I can't recommend this game enough. Fantastic game. I will be doing more coverage of this game as well. If you want to know what the crafting is like in the game, think Diablo 3. So you collect materials, and very few materials as well. I think you get fabric, electronics, and what's the other one? And one more, weapon parts, that's the one. And you literally just craft your items, and they roll random stats. And you just keep crafting them, keep re-rolling them until you get perfect stats. Simple as that. Exactly the same as Diablo 3. And it's a really good time, guys. So I really recommend it. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you wanted someone to just read it to you, you're going to be able to read it yourself. And be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. If you have anything in The Division you want me to check out, please let me know in the comments down below. And please as well, guys, keep the conversation going. Share your experiences of The Division. What do you really like doing the most? What mega items have you got? Did you get a Midas yet? And stuff like that. Just let me know. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. And as always, goodbye from me. And I will see you in The Division. Bye, guys.